pretty straightforward. Just
Yeah.
it control you sometimes. Like it can take a long time to kill. I remember
Right.
when you had to fight the dark side at the end of the game. That sucked.
Yeah, that did suck, especially because it was like a mix of bunch of bosses at the end.
Oh yeah. Now I hate it when RPGs troll you with giving you boss after boss after boss after boss after boss. It takes forever. But
Like you were
anyway,
still fighting the same boss, but it was like different stages, other
well,
than
like if
Dark
they switch
Side.
up the boss, like you know how they did in KH2.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just gave you boss after boss after boss.
but I guess anyways.
Oh yeah. But anyway, so you fight them. You realize, oh crap, this is the dark side. You get your keyblade, and you're like, haha, and you go slash 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 slash, and yeah, it explodes. You're trying to hold on. You go into this big black hole of the stripper's asshole, and then you pop out in Traverse Town, which coincidentally, King Mickey told. King Mickey sent a letter to Queen Minnie. He told her in the letter that stars are blowing out because the stripper's asshole is getting too small. They have to make room for the bigger stars. So
It's getting too tight.
they fall out of the darkness.
And
onto
anywho, Donald, Goofy, and Jiminy.
oh, and Pluto.
Oh, and Pluto, yeah. Even though, Pluto, he might tag along, but really, he
He
goes and
did tag
fucks
along.
off.
He pisses around everywhere. He like finds his own way going everywhere. He doesn't need a no door of darkness or a door of light. He just walks around.
Exactly.
So anyway, they coincidentally they're going to Traverse Town to find a key. Anyone figure out the connection yet? I hope you did, because it's kind of the main point of all this. And so they're looking everywhere. You're West Sora. Pluto finds you. He wakes you up. You realize, oh crap, my island, it's disappeared. I don't know where to go. How the hell did I get here? You travel around. You fight a couple of Heartless. You during cuts you kind of realize like the basis of the place. You fight. You find the Dalmatians. You get that side mission. You can find all 100 Dalmatians to get special prizes. You
Right.
see Donald and Goofy walking around. You kind of learn the area, and then you get back to the place where you started off from. Then you meet Leon, which uses like a sword gun, which I think it literally is. It doesn't have the handle is like gun.
Yeah. And that leads to my top 10 of best Kingdom Hearts characters, and Leon is on that list.
Woo!
Because he's pretty badass.
Which number is he?
I don't know.
He's just there. That's all.
He's just there. I don't even know if it is a top 10.
It's
I just know
probably
it's
like a top
one of my
5 or
favorite
something.
characters.
But anyway, there first we get Leon. Ta-da! It's a boss battle that you can win, but it's kind of hard to do. It's like really hard, especially on Proud Mode.
Right. You
Because
don't have to win, but,
yeah, you don't
it's,
have to win.
it's like
But
extra experience if you do.
yeah, it's a pretty good boost of experience. I mean, it does help, but you still he still takes you away while you're unconscious and rapes you, and then you wake up, oh, Kyrie, and turns into Yui. But anyway, you fight him. If you really are good and you really try, you can fight him. Repeat it. You can fight him and actually beat him. And you're like you do your final like slow motion,
Yeah.
ah, and then you faint, which is really stupid if you win, but oh well. Leon picks you up, takes you back. Donald and Goofy find Yuffie, right?
No, I think they find Aerith,
Oh, Aerith. I don't know why I got their names mixed up. Yeah,
because Yuffie's still with Leon.
Leon, yeah. And she explains to them about Kingdom Hearts, or was it
And like the
Ansem?
reports of Ansem and
Oh
stuff
yeah, and
like
the
that.
reports of Ansem. She explains like what you're looking for is a Keyblade, or no wait no wait. She's explaining the Heartless situation to them. Leon explains to Sora that what you have there is a Keyblade, and why the hell did it pick you and not me? And he kind of he acts like a little bitch about it, which is kind of annoying, but he's still badass, so you can get used to it. And let's see here. You go out, you fight a guard armor, or is it an armor guard?
I think it's guard armor.
Yeah, okay, well, you fight a guard armor. You kind of smash into Donald and Goofy, literally, and you team up and you fight the guard armor. You kind of get you get the experience that how do you fight with them, and you can even learn how to configure them too, which is pretty cool.
Right.
After that, they suggest, you know what? Why don't we all go in our gummy ship? We can travel to other worlds in there.
Yeah.
And Jiminy pops up, yeah, and I could write down all the adventures in my journal.
Yeah.
Caca.
And maybe we can find the king, and maybe we can find Riku and Kairi at the same time.
I know, and you can kind of tell Sora's a little obsessed with mostly Kairi. He does say,
Oh,
like, we have to find Kairi
Because,
and
like,
Riku.
every time you get a flashback with something, you always seem to see Kairi. Like, Riku's, like, never there.
Yeah, you see Riku, like, every once in a while. But it's mostly just Kairi that he's obsessed with. It's like, he even says it. We need to find Kairi and Riku, not... He always says Kairi first. Riku could piss off in his opinion. He just wants to grow back. So then you get into your gummy ship, and you fly. And in this game, you have a few selection of worlds to pick, and the first two worlds you can pick from are the Tarzan world and Wonderland, right?
I think you can go to the Olympus Coliseum.
I thought that was like a third. I thought you had to complete one in order to get to that one.
Oh, I don't know. Well, anyways, those are, the three around past Traverse Town.
And you travel around to each of those worlds. Each of them have their own backstory, which kind of intertwines with the Disney area, which
Right.
you can love because it's Disney. Who doesn't like Disney?
Like, with Wonderland, you get to the point where it's the court kind of session from the movie, but, like, the court thing is a little bit different than in the movie because this time Alice is in court because they think she was the one who stole the queen's heart.
No, I think it was the hat. Well, they did something. I don't know what the Heartless did, but they did something. And she doesn't like it, and she keeps saying, no, you're the culprit. You collect evidence. You try to save her, but she disappears.
Right.
And then after that, you're like, holy shit, what happened to her? And then after that, you have the next two options, which is go to either, I think it's technically called Deep Jungles, or something like
Yeah.
that,
But,
which is
like, with Deep Jungle, of course, at this point in the movie, this is after Jane and her father, who you never see in the game, and Clayton and all them are in Africa, trying to do research on the gorillas.
Yep, and they've already met Tarzan, and it's that point in the movie where, like, if you actually remember the movie, it's kind of like in the montage area when he's learning about the civilization, while
Right.
they're learning about his situation, and it's kind of in that it's in that area, and it goes along again with the basic story. Clayton's the bad guy. You team up with Tarzan, which this is actually the first time you get to have a Disney character play with you, and that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and that led to where Tarzan is, like, in my opinion, like, one of the best team-up people I've ever had with.
Yeah,
Like, he goes all out there. He's like, ugh, I'll stab you with my spear.
Yeah, he's stabbing everything. He's actually one of those few ones that actually help you.
I
That
know,
actually do something.
because he just jumps right on there.
Yeah, he's not afraid to get hit. He goes out there and he just smashes everyone for you. And so then you're like, hells yes. And so you go through the level. You meet different, like how we said before, there are different heartless for each world. There's like specialty heartless, like in the jungle world, they have these monkey heartless, and like you even get to fight No, not sure about it. It was that leopard guy. I forget his
Oh,
name.
Sabor.
Oh yeah, it's Sabor. Yeah, it's Sabor. Yeah, you get actually get to fight him too, which is actually pretty cool. Cause I mean, this is the first time you actually get to fight a. Oh wait, no. In Alice in Wonderland, you actually get to fight the cards. You know, the little
Oh yeah.
card soldiers. And so like you actually get chances to fight the actual Disney characters type people, which is really fun, especially later on in the game when you actually have to fight the legit character. And in this one,
Right.
I you actually fight Clayton,
Yeah, and
but
his giant like heartless like iguana
chameleon.
thing. Or
Yeah,
chameleon. Yeah, that's what it
yeah,
is.
he's
Chameleon.
riding a chameleon like, and he jumps around. He shoots at you with his gun with the shotgun. The heartless attacks you. The main goal is to defeat you defeat one and then you defeat the other or something like that. If I remember right.
Like I think. Well, how I've always done it, I managed to kill the chameleon first, and then I would kill Clayton, and then of course, doesn't in the cutscene like the chameleon like falls on top of him or whatever?
Yeah, like you like do something, he falls off, he's like on the ledge, he's like he pulls out his gun, he's gonna shoot you, and then and they fall off. And you see the little the crystallized heart float up and into the sky and back into the stripper's asshole.
Yep.
And then you find a keyhole, which is oh, don't you find that also in Wonderland too?
Yeah, the doorknob is
Oh
the
yeah, the
keyhole.
doorknob. It's in its mouth. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
point the key at it. Like this is gonna happen every single world you go into in Kingdom Hearts 1. You find the keyhole, which is literally the doorway to connect it to which is the heartless of the world.
Right. So because when you find the keyhole, you're sealing that world.
And you're putting it kind of away from the darkness. You're like locking it away from the darkness. And so you pull it out, you like point at it, a beam of light comes out of the of the keyblade, goes into the keyhole, it seals up, and you hear a
Yeah.
and it's locked. And you collect a piece of a gummy piece for your gummy ship, which you can use to improve on it and to like make it more powerful, which I never really did. I don't think really, yeah, I never really did that.
I didn't really mess with anything gummy
Gummy
wise
wise,
in the first game.
in the second game, I did that a lot. Well, a
Yeah, I
lot.
did it a lot in the second one.
Yeah. It- So you collect that, and then you travel over to your next world, which is Olympus Coliseum, and
And of
guess
course,
who? Hercules.
yeah, and of course at this point, this is like after, he becomes saves the movie or whatever.
Yeah, this is like around the point after he saves the world and he becomes a champion. He's already a hero,
Where at
but
this
he's
point,
still
hey, why not build our own tournament thing and have fights? Because that's what Hercules does.
oh yeah, and so you enter yourself into a tournament, which is it's basically like a side mini game. It can be, and you still get your storyline as well. I mean, like you have to Hades is you actually
Magical
fight him,
James
don't you, in this one?
Woods.
James Woods,
I
which
know.
I am so glad that he did it again in Cage too, because
I know.
it would be so weird without James Woods there without Hades.